I'm glad I got to catch up with you because I bumped into Keith Thurman, and I was pretty surprised in his comments saying that Devin didn't have cojones based on the Regis Prograis fight. I mean,
well, Keith doesn't have a top piece right there. So what's the difference? You dig what I'm saying? Because we know Devin got cojones because he went to Australia not once but twice, came back for Lomachenko, then jumped on Regis Prograis, and then called you. And guess what you said? You said you had something else to do. I said, well, you're lucky you had got something else to do because Devin was going to batter your face, Keith. And you said, oh, you know what, guy, I see where he gets it from. He does have big cojones. But you come back now and say to the media that he doesn't. Make up your mind, Keith.
I mean, you think it was smart for him to go to the Tim Tszyu route, or just, because a lot of people probably picking him to lose because he's been an active big
Was
guy.
it smart for Teofimo Lopez to run away from us and then go fight George Kambosos? We'll see.
Does this hurt that these opponents, these great matchups, might potentially not be future fights if they fight guys and may lose? Or you're just like, hey, it's
Man,
fine.
we're chopping off heads on our way to the Mount Rushmore of boxing. And you know what I mean? So we're going to take them how they come. You know what I mean? If they run, then they run. If they fight, then they will fall, Ron. And that's all it is to it.
I mean, Conor Benn was over here, and he made a response at the post on the behalf of Devin, making his reaction to the fight against Pete Dobson. Someone asked him where the power go, and Devin responded as, left it all in the needle. I mean, were you impressed with Conor Benn's performance? I mean, I didn't know if you got the chance to come and see it, or you just kind of rolled up.
I'm gonna give Conor Benn a Las Vegas pass and say that the altitude, the lights, all the fast action around here caught him slipping, and that wasn't his best performance. So let's not be too hard on him. You know what I mean? And let's give him a chance. I mean, he got through it, to get to it. So I mean, it is what it is. This Vegas shit coming out here, man, it ain't easy, man.
It's a little different.
It look cheesy, but it ain't easy.
Yeah. I guess just rounding about being what they said, BWAA Manager of the Year, which, I mean, there's a lot of great guys from Aegis and Al Heyman, and just your name just being put in there. I mean, was it just a combination of just having a great fighter who was able to perform?
I don't know why you mentioned Aegis can't take a win. I mean, can take a win, but can't take a loss. Clemus, you know what I mean, on the list. But I'm glad he on there. You know what I mean? He's been raising hell for a long time in boxing, but it's a lot of good men to join the company of him. Al Heyman, Lou Duva, of course, you say Aegis Clemus, my man that just won a year before me. I'm sorry, I forgot his name. Kambosos.
Oh.
Peter
Khan.
Shout out Peter Khan, my man. So you know what I mean? We've changed the landscape where now it's some new managers coming in and shaking them up. So shout out to the former manager of the year and everyone that then paved the way for me to come up in here and talk the shit I'm talking.
Obviously maybe a promoter of the year might come up as well. A combination with fighter of the year.
If the promoter of the year award come up, it's gonna have Devin Haney in the front of it, so you know who you're gonna give it to.
Yeah. My last set of questions is Teofimo's fighting next week. Jermaine Ortiz. I know that we've seen your relations with Jermaine Ortiz. Obviously, that fight. I mean, are you torn because the relationship you have with Jermaine, good person,
Listen,
to you?
heck of a fight. I hope nothing but pleasantries. I wish nothing but pleasantries for Jermaine Ortiz and his team, that they can come out victorious. Of course, it's I have conflicting feelings while saying that because it will ruin the ultimate grudge match that we have with the Team Lopez. So, may the best man win. Allah knows best. And like I said, I'll be there as a fan, but you know what I mean, I'll be a little bit biased towards Ortiz because that's my Muslim brother.
My last question is, I don't believe the Shakur Stevenson retirement's real, but quote unquote, he's retired based off social media. Are you disappointed, or are you just, it's a publicity stunt, or is it just a frustration that maybe fights just can't get made?
Listen, he retired. You keep asking questions, and if you want him to come out, do you want him to come out of retirement?
Of course I do.
Well, stop asking questions.
But I'm asking just a sense, because he wants Loma, he wants obviously fight Devin.
How can a man want any of them people when he's in retirement, Ron? You asking for something that he's not asking for.
Do you think?
Well, why would I think about anything if it's retired or expired?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, the fans always wanted me to ask about the Shakur Stevenson.
It's like a loaf of bread, and you go in there and you eat half of it, and you get halfway through, and then you look at the end, it's molded. You say, well, why? How did that happen? You can't do anything. You just got to take it and throw it away.